On the Hot Rod Tour of Texas, it's the InWheelTime Car Talk Show.
Yay.
Just ahead, we visit with Kate Garcia. I had to think about it, thinking Kate Garcia, we had her Thursday night. Oh no, we're going to play back a video that I did with her. She's the manager, the street manager for the city of Victoria. Thank you, Don. I am awake, I promise. Not really. I'll give you my thoughts on driving the 2025 Genesis GV80 Coupe. And Jeff has the Motor Minute on this segment of the InWheelTime Car Talk Show. Howdy. Along with, you know who down there. We call him Mike Mars.
Just don't tell anybody.
Over here we always need more Jeff Ziegler.
We do.
Back here we have Chief Engineer David Ainsley. I'm Don Armstrong today. That's before I get arrested later on this afternoon. That'll probably start around noon when we go off the air. 2-hour show today.
2-hour show.
2-hour show. And we're here at the Spindletap Brewery. Lots of seating ahead of us here that you can't see.
It'll fill up in
and
no
then there's
time.
also the camera that we have outside. Can you pull that up,
There
Jeff?
it is.
There it is.
We got some folks rolling in. We were actually here a little before 8. They were rolling in a little after 8. The folks you see there, the Corvette and the pickup truck with the hood open, they were here a little after 8 this morning.
Well, I'm familiar with that because the first year, this is the fourth year for the Hot Rod Tour of Texas. The fourth year now that we're in, there are those of us that get up early and kind of jump the line, so to speak, because everybody else is making their way up here. So they're headed down 1960 and over here at Hirsch Road and where we are at Spindletap Brewery. We're off of 59, the East Tex Freeway, if you're familiar with Houston, and the really kind of close to the Beltway, just inside the Beltway, for those that want to know.
Yep.
Okay, so we have a very special guest that I got to talk to and be with on Thursday evening, which was really the kind of the gathering, the kickoff. You get your package of stuff from the Hot Rod Tour, and you get to walk around the square. And well, I can tell you all of that right now. Check this out. Hello and welcome to Victoria, Texas. We're down here in De Leon Plaza, which I like to call the square of Victoria. Is that okay?
Yes, the heart of Victoria.
It is, and it's wonderful down here. It kind of reminds me of so many county seats in Texas.
Yes.
Yeah, but the county seat is not here.
I mean, we've got the beautiful county courthouse.
That's it. That's the courthouse, but it's not in the middle, which is so typical of so many. So the Hot Rod Tour of Texas, and welcome. This is the kickoff evening. Here we are on Thursday night. Yes, I know that you're seeing this on Saturday morning, but we wanted to make this kind of part of our show on Saturday morning so you could get a feeling, a taste of what is in store for us on the tour every time we come down here to Victoria for the start of the Hot Rod Tour. Thursday night, it's a big kickoff night. Everybody gathers up, and we're going to be here for a few hours.
Yes.
Then we all go back to our hotels, get a good night's sleep because we're up early in the morning to head out of town with all of the Victoria Police Department and others to guide us out of town.
Yes.
So much fun. But let's concentrate on the square here, okay shall we? So as you can see, as we're going to walk down the street here, and you'll see all of the cars that are gathered up. By the way, speaking of which, there's a parking problem here tonight.
A little bit.
You know, I got here
more than normal.
Yeah, I got here at 4:30 tonight, and the problem was that all of these were already taken. So the question is, what time do they start showing up? 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon?
About 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Yes.
Oh
yeah. It's a long day, but there's lots of wonderful shops that surround the plaza. That, I mean, there's beautiful restaurants down this way. Lots of boutiques, you know, over here that just surround the square. That anybody that comes to visit has almost a full day, if not a whole weekend, of shopping and eating and
So
playing.
Kate, I get the feeling that it wasn't always this way. I mean, back 100 years ago it may have been, but there was probably a period of redevelopment. How long
Yes.
ago was that?
So I would say that it probably really kicked off in about 2020. Main
Oh, that's a
Street
good
program.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, right in the middle of COVID.
Yes.
Yeah,
We're in the planning phase. It was a nice quiet time to plan.
I got it.
Yeah, but Main Street program had existed in Victoria as a nonprofit in 2010, and in 2020 the city combined with them to really kind of compound, if you will, their efforts to revitalize the downtown area. And so I would say that we have slowly
I'm just going
and
to say,
steadily.
so let me think. You think it's worked?
I always say I feel like my hair's on fire, and when I'm making my reports to council and I see how many events get held in the downtown area,
Yeah.
over 800 a year.
800
all
events, yeah.
sizes.
Well, you know, just a few moments ago before we talked again, since we met this evening, I thought, you know, this would be a great destination, not only for the Hot Rod Tour
Absolutely.
start, but for the car clubs that are in Houston, and there's got to be hundreds of them.
Yes.
And this is a perfect Saturday or Sunday road trip from
It really
Houston.
is.
You got the highway, no construction
A
once you
straight
get
shot.
out of Rosenberg.
Yes.
It's straight on here.
The ever-growing Houston.
I know, and you know, speed limit out there on the highway is 75 miles
It
an
is
hour.
a great
I know.
little zip, literally.
Yeah, and you can get out here and open it up. This is something that you would like to have here, isn't it?
Oh my gosh, I was just kind of drooling over this 1967 Camaro I saw back in the back.
Yes.
I said, that has to be a 67 or a 68, right? Because
See,
then
look
you
at
get the
you.
headlight flares in the 69, and he goes, it's a 67,
Look
you
at
got
you.
it.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm thinking, you know, this is a great destination because of all the things that are offered here in the square. So when you have a car club that wants to come down to Victoria, make this kind of like a lunch stop before they head back out to Houston for the end of the day, what do you have to offer here? Clearly you have all the restaurants and bars and that sort of stuff, which is tons
Yeah.
of fun. But I guess if you got a car club that's big enough that you can probably do some special things for them.
Oh yes, yeah. If you get with my department, we'll usually get with Joel over at the Convention Visitors Bureau, Discover Victoria. You know, we can put together tours. We can, you know, hook you up with events. We can give you itineraries, all sorts of things. I mean, I think the sky's the limit if we tailor it. You know,
Yeah.
you let us know what you're interested in. Are you interested in history? Are you interested in events? Are you interested in pub crawls? You know, we can almost do
Pub
it all.
crawls. That checks my box.
Right? Same.
Yeah. Oh, are we going too fast, Mike?
Yeah. It's the excitement.
It's only been 5 minutes.
Okay, good. So right now the symphony is playing down here, and this is a thing that you started last year with the Hot Rod Tour.
Well, I would love to take credit for it because it's such an amazing event, but Symphony has been doing their downtown rhythms for about 29 years now.
Really?
And,
Where did they play before the pavilion was
They
built?
played here. They played in the street. Parks and Recreation would pull a mobile stage out into the middle of the street, which was Forest Street, and they would, I mean, it would be early wee hours in the morning. They would pull that stage here, and Symphony would set up in front of it. We'd block the roads, and they'd play right in the middle of a
And
street.
it was a
like we're
full
standing
house, no
in.
doubt.
Full house, no doubt.
Yeah.
And then Bobby came over and he was like, hey, he's meeting with Joel, and he said, I want to bring Hot Rod Tour downtown.
Yeah.
It's super cool. Y'all are doing amazing things,
Yeah.
and I want to be part of it. I want the 4th Thursday of the month in April. And I said, we can't step on the Symphony's toes. That's a 29-year holding date for them.
Right.
So we put
The two-
Symphony,
the two
we put
together.
Symphony and
How
Hot Rod in
beautiful
the
was
same
that?
room, and it's been kismet since.
I love
yes,
that.
They
That-
work
that-
beautifully together.
That is fantastic.
Yeah, two demographics you would never think would go together
Oh.
together like peanut butter and jelly.
You know, us Hot Rod guys, we like everything. You know, last year we went to a drive-in movie on a Saturday night.
Yeah.
That's the kind of stuff that us Hot Rodders like. We
Yeah.
like regular stuff, but to put everybody together, and you know,
Yes.
it's all the get-together with like people that love cars and hot rods.
Yes, and
And
you know,
apparently we're pulling you in.
oh, absolutely, absolutely.
So what kind of hot rod truck do you have?
I have a truck. I don't know if it's
Yes.
a hot rod truck.
Uh-huh.
But I need a Chevy 1500
Uh-huh.
4-door, so I pull my horse with it.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So that's my end. That's why I've got a
But you see,
pickup truck.
I mean, there are things like this that you could pull the horse trailer
Right?
with.
There was a
Ford-
this I think this truck right here was
Yes.
a 1500 diesel, and I yelled at him, "You want to trade?" I don't think he heard me. Want trade?
Yeah, this is a beautiful car here. This
It's
classic
gorgeous.
60s GTO.
I love that color.
But this is the one I have kind of picked out for you here with the horse trailer because it's got a
yes.
lot of character to it.
Absolutely.
Like you.
yes.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, so the symphony is playing over here, and I think that what we need to do is we need to kind of walk over there
Okay.
and probably get a taste of that. You had mentioned the courthouse earlier, so on the way over there, let's stop by the courthouse over here. If you don't.
I think the second courthouse was built in like the 1890s or so.
Wow. Well, this is beautiful.
But I mean,
with,
it's
with
gorgeous.
the clock tower, I'm
Yes.
thinking Back to the Future. How about you?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yes. For sure.
Come on.
Yes, they've been doing some work on the courthouse recently, getting it all spruced up.
Now,
so
I met this guy. This is an absolutely stunningly beautiful car.
it's gorgeous.
And let's see what it says. This is a 37 Ford Roadster with a
I
beautiful
think I
motor
could fit
in
in
it.
this one.
Huh?
I think I could fit in this
Yeah,
one.
you look good in this one, right behind the wheel there. And maybe
I
put
can
a
see it
trailer hitch
now.
on it for the horse trailer.
Right? Yes.
So let's walk into the park, Mike. So those of you that are watching this on a Saturday morning, Hot Rod Tour is underway, and we're making the stop at the Spindletap Brewery in the north side of Houston. And from there, I can't tell you where we go because it's been held a deep secret because, as it turns out, there are people that like to cheat the system. Imagine
Oh,
such a thing.
no.
Yeah. And they go, well, I don't want to drive down to Victoria, but
Yeah, you do.
I'm here in Houston, so I'll just join them up there at the Spindletap Brewery on a
Oh,
Saturday.
yeah.
So there's that. They
They're
kind
gonna
of
miss
like
all
jump
the
the line.
beauty.
They jumped the line. Not fair.
Not
but
fair.
you know, those of us that have, well, we came down here last year here. I've been on the tour since its inception 4 years ago, and out there on Navarro Street. And are you
Yes.
familiar with the? Yeah.
Yes,
It's a Kawasaki dealer or something out there. They cleared out the lot for us. Well, that lasted for 2 years, and they busted at the seams
Yes.
because all of us
That's
guys.
exactly what Bobby said when he came to us. He said, I need bigger. I need more space.
Yeah. So next year, the goal is that we're going to have specialized parking for those that can't park in the spaces right around the square here.
Oh.
There's a challenge for you.
I'm always up for a
I
challenge.
know you are. So at any rate, so we're going to walk over here, and Mr. Mars, if you'll stay there, and we're going to walk up here, and we're going to listen to the symphony for a second. Listen,
It's
it's
always so much fun listening to them.
I know, and look at the turnout here,
It's amazing.
Isn't it?
I love it.
don't you?
Yes.
I know
so
you're
many
probably
people.
thinking, oh, I want to get home, but oh no.
No, how
This
can
is-
you think that? It's everybody that you see. If you don't know them, you want to know them.
Yeah.
Everybody is so
Kind of
friendly
like
here.
me. Kind of like that
Exactly.
crazy phone call that you got a couple of days ago going, Kate, you don't know me, but.
Hey, I say, but I want to know you.
Yeah. And there you go. And once you were described to me, I picked you out immediately and said,
Yes.
there's my person right
Yes.
there. Yeah,
Short,
exactly.
brunette, and fiery.
Yeah, that's it. So anyway, the symphony from Victoria Symphony.
Just celebrated their
Fantastic.
50th
and
year.
And you know the fun thing about it is you've got high school bands. You even had the grade school singers out
Yes.
here earlier. So it doesn't stop. It
It
continues
doesn't
on.
stop. You
Now,
got to
did
grow
did
your
Did
community.
you line all this up? How did that all come about?
I like to say I played if I put the right people in the room together. And then everything else just kind of works itself out. You know, the symphony, the beautiful thing about this partnership is that the symphony and the Hot Rod Tour both find value in partnerships.
Yep.
So, you know, there's so many people out there, I want my own thing. But there's so many nonprofits and there's so many community organizations here
Yes.
that love to partner with each other. And I mean, and there's just this buzz happening at the plaza right now. What's going on today?
Cars.
Cars!
Yeah,
Cars
and awesome
music.
cars
Oh,
from all
yes.
over the state of Texas too.
All over.
Yeah, and that's one of the really nice things about this.
Yes.
You know, I think that Bobby and Jeremy had visions of this, but they didn't know how big it would become so quickly. because all of us car guys like events like this.
Yes.
And getting new friends and talking and having a good time.
Yes, and it's so friendly here. Everybody is so inviting
Yes,
and
they
so
are.
hospitable. I mean, it's just, you can't run into a stranger
I
here.
have to tell you, so in all the years that I lived in Houston, Victoria was kind of like a pass-through getting down to Corpus
Yes.
Christi or down to the valley. This is a
Yep.
stop.
We've always been known as the Crossroads. We're like, we're not the Crossroads. We're Victoria.
Yeah.
We're a destination.
yeah.
Come here.
Yeah, come here.
Spend a weekend here. We're so close. It's, as you mentioned, it's a stretch of highway. You can't help but put the pedal to the metal on to
That's
get
it.
here.
That's exactly right. Kate, it's great to see you.
It's very
Thank
good
you
to
so
see
much.
you.
We really
Absolutely.
appreciate your time and sticking around for us because we had some technical
Hey,
issues here.
I'm always around.
Okay. Well, we'll be in touch, and
Sounds
we're going to
great.
do this again.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
I'll hold you to it.
Okay. Thank you.
you.
We'll be back right after these messages. And just ahead, a review of the 2025 Genesis GV80 Coupe and Jeff's Motor Minute after this quick break on the InWheelTime Car Talk Show.
The Tex-Mex dining experience is defined by Lupi Tortilla, your destination for Texas's best beef fajitas and frozen margaritas. Since 1983, Lupi Tortilla has served authentic and time-tested recipes made with the freshest ingredients. Atmosphere is part of the award-winning experience at Lupi Tortilla, all developed in a little house near Highway 6 and I-10 in West Houston. Visit any of the Lupi Tortillas and you'll see the same attention to detail in each and every location. Start your Lupi experience with queso flammeado and guacamole, along with a classic frozen margarita. Dine on famous Lupi beef and chicken fajitas, or pepper shrimp brochette, or a fish or vegetarian entree, and finish with a scrumptious flan for dessert. Find Lupi Tortilla in Houston, College Station, Beaumont, Austin, San Antonio, and Dallas-Fort Worth. There's a Texas location near you. The recipes are authentic and time-tested. The ingredients always fresh. Lupi Tortilla, he's pretty good. The InWheelTime Car Talk Show thanks you for 14 wonderful years. Yep, our first show aired May 7th, 2011 on a local radio station. Then it was a move to the digital world and social media, and you followed. Thank you. We continue to build and grow our fan base, and it's all because of you and your auto enthusiast friends. We appreciate your support. It's always great to see you at our remote broadcasts, and we hope you'll continue to stop by and say hello. It's been a great ride, and we hope to bring you more fun and adventure right here on the InWheelTime Car Talk Show.
And welcome back to the Hot Rod Tour of Texas. We are coming to you live now from the Spindletap Brewery in Houston's North Side. And Mr. Mars was upset because I cut his very hard work off on the video, and I apologize, Mars.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Now he's not speaking to me. I didn't know that you had spent 5 hours on the close of the video, but okay.
Dad and Dad are fighting.
Again, he's just mad at me. Oh, well. Time now for this hour's car review. Had a chance to drive the 2025 Genesis GV80 Coupe. And
Where's he at?
I don't know where he's at.
I don't know where he's at either.
Yeah, he's right here.
Yeah.
Don, new car review.
Okay, we're going to do his first. All right, let me find it.
Is there a problem?
No.
No,
Oh,
we're
okay.
just looking at the wrong page.
All right.
Again.
Let's see.
No,
so
right
the
page.
25 Genesis GV80 Coupe is one to itself. You think, well, it's a GV80. No, it's GV80 Coupe, and I'll tell you about it in a minute. It was built in Ulsan, Korea.
All right.
So do what you will with the new tariffs. Available trim levels, just one, and that is this one, a 3.5-liter turbo ESC MHEV AWD. You guess what that, do you know what all that means?
No.
I have no idea.
I don't either. And I didn't ask because it was too complicated. Standard SUV, 2 rows, 4-door coupe, because it's a fastback roofline. Now, they changed the rules somewhere between 1945 and today that they call this a coupe. Now, to me, a coupe is a 2-door.
Exactly.
Well,
yeah.
apparently the fastback roofline now defines what a coupe is, and so they've glommed on to us 2-door people that like real, honest-to-goodness coupes.
Maybe they're
and
calling
they
it a
call
coupe.
this- Well, you call it that, okay? Let's see. Seating is 5, including the driver. All new for 25. So this is a brand new. Quad slit headlights. Big open mouth grille, looks good, looks modern. Fastback looks fast and good. Fake slits on the front fenders. Looks like engine cooling ports. You can see them on there. I want to say the 3-holer or 4-holer from Buick is probably what they stole that from.
Yeah, probably.
Am I right?
Or,
Yeah,
or the late
probably.
50s Oldsmobiles also had them
Okay,
on the fenders.
Everybody copies the Buick.
Everybody. And you went out and bought one.
I did.
That's because you got tired of copying
I
it.
got my copy.
Body style, fastback, as you could tell. And stop calling it a coupe. Call it a fastback.
Okay.
Why not? Why don't you just say what it is instead of coupe? Because coupe is two-door. All right, interior highlights. 27-inch instrument cluster and nav screen. It's awesome. Secondary screen above the console has a master entry for the HVAC and media system. Dual knobs on the console. Screen input at the shifter. Also, soft touch materials are top-notch throughout the cabin, comfortable and attractive throughout. Cargo room is big. What I liked about it, luxury touches throughout the cabin. What could use improvement? Not impressed with the Bang & Olufsen sound system. Have you ever had one of those?
No.
I have, but it's...
I don't know. Yeah, exactly. I don't know what it's lacking, but you turn up the bass, you try to adjust the treble, the mid-range. None of it seems to really make a difference to anything.
To me, it doesn't have enough power. It needs a bigger
Is
amp.
that what it is? Maybe
That,
that's
to
what
me,
it is.
To bring
I
it
don't
out.
know. Wasn't impressed. And I did not like the function keys on the side of the fob knob. You familiar with that?
No.
Mars, I know that you've had some cars like that. So here's your car fob. Now, to me, all here on the front are the fobs, okay? On the side, you can go ahead and switch out of that, Jeff, and
Okay.
put us on camera.
there you go.
You could always go back to that.
All right.
So here are the knobs here, right? See the function knobs? Over here is where they put them on the side. Do you know how hard that is to read? Because there's two sides. One controls things like, open the car, close the car, lock the car. The other side things is like open the trunk, or let's do the start the engine thing. They're on the side. I'm not sure why they did that. I'm sure there's a reason.
Well, and if you put a bunch of stuff in your pocket, changing stuff, it's a whole lot easier for those buttons to get pushed on the
Yeah.
side than they are up on the front.
That
I don't
happens.
know why.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm done with my complaint. And you're in charge.
It's still early,
You're in
though.
charge of the complaint section.
Yeah, it's still early. We
Yeah,
got
it is.
time.
Yeah. So it has a 3.5-liter twin turbo with a 48-volt supercharger. I'm not exactly sure what that means. To me, a supercharger is a blower that sits on top of the engine most times. And anyway, I guess in combination, it turns out 375 horsepower, 391 pound-feet of torque. And not to continue to diss them, but, you would think that they would make accommodations for people like me and going, well, this is how we came to that conclusion.
Old
But
people, yeah.
Old people. Okay, thanks. 8-speed automatic transmission, tow rating 3 tons it'll tow.
Wow.
Yeah. 21.5 miles per gallon is what I got over 279 miles. 18 miles per gallon city, 22 highway for a combined of 20. What could use improvement? I think a little bit better gas mileage, especially with that electric system that is kind of glommed on to the motor. Ride and handling, ooh, it's a nice ride. I put that down there.
Ooh. He wrote ooh.
Very nice ride. What could use improvement? Nothing in the ride category. Base trim price $85,750. That price is tested $87,780. Base model price $85,750. Competitors: Mercedes-Benz GLE class $74,279. The Porsche Cayman Coupe. Yes, they make one too called a coupe, and it's a 4-door.
Great.
$89,089. And the BMW X6, $75,100. So there's a lot going on there, a lot to package up. I'd encourage you, if you like that body style, go out and check out the Genesis GV80 Coupe for 2025. It is all new. And the really nice thing about Genesis, Kia, Hyundai, that they add a lot of content for the amount of money that you pay. Even though it's expensive, it fits in line with the others, and I think once you get down to it, you might just like it.
You get what you pay for.
Give it a shot,
Yep.
if you will. All right.
Great.
Time now for the Motor Minute. Jeffrey has
All
that.
righty. Now, we're at the Hot Rod Tour of Texas. We've been here many years. Spindletap. Everyone's bringing a hot rod. Do you know what if these people do their hot rod restorations themselves, or if they have a shop? Maybe a little
it's
bit
a
of both.
combination.
There are 1,207 auto restoration services in the state of Texas as of early this year. I counted them, which is 1.99% increase, almost a 2% increase from 2023. There's 875 auto restoration services, which is 72% of all restoration services in a single ownership operation, while the remaining 332, which is about 27%, are part of a larger brand. So you've got maybe multiple locations for some of these restoration shops as well. Dallas has 104. There are 247 in Houston. San Antonio's got 106. That's a lot for that little town. But Auto Restoration Services established a strong digital presence, so you can get on any of the platforms. Much like we are on a lot of platforms, you can find an auto restoration shop to fit your need, to fit your budget, to fit what you're looking for on your car. So these folks that are here, some of them brought 2 and 3 cars. Some of them have multiple drivers. Some of them have family members here. Even if you brought a hot rod here, you might have a couple at home still needing restoration. So that's a lot. 1,207 for the state of Texas across the board for auto restoration shops.
Well, you know as well as I do, that's how that starts.
Oh, yeah.
One guy.
Yep.
Works on his own car and says, man, I really like that. I'd like
Shade
to do
tree,
this for
and
a
it
living.
moves into a garage and then a 2-bay, and then pretty soon he's got a storefront and a brick
You
and
got
mortar.
any hot rod shops over there in Neaterville?
1 or 2. They've kind of moved more into Beaumont and up into the Silsbee area.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, it's.
How far is Silsbee from you, Mars?
45 minutes.
That's all?
That's not bad.
No, it's not bad. In fact, I met a great guy from your area yesterday. Had a long conversation with him. No, he does not know you, but he had connection with the guy that had the 61 Imperial. That's a friend of his.
Yeah.
He has a green Nova that is to die for.
I saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful car. His name is Buddy Dominique. He should be here today. If you get a chance, you need to meet him. And yeah, you need to connect with him. Really nice guy. He's got many cars, actually. And he used to do a lot of work himself, and now he's farming stuff out because, hey, let's face it, we're all getting older.
Yeah,
You can get on TikTok, YouTube, all the channels. There's 900 restoration shops on the websites that you have. So get out there. If you need a restoration shop, ask around here. Ask these folks here. And
get references.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
And not that all references pan out.
Mm-hmm.
I've been referred to several places around town to get certain things in my car
on your hot
fixed.
rod?
Yeah, and not all of them have panned out.
That's true, but in some cases it's a trial and error. But again, network and ask questions.
Because I really don't want to take it back to the dealer, because does the dealer know more than the guy that specializes in the Corvettes? I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably not. I know that he's been trained, but that doesn't mean that he's had a lot of work on a C5 Corvette.
Yeah, and you pull up in a 1969 whatever to a dealer, and they're going to probably ooh and ah over it, but turn you away.
Yeah, nobody knows how to fix it.
Exactly.
Wait a minute, it didn't have a computer in it? Well, we're
what
lost.
do you mean
we
it's
don't
got
know what
points?
Yeah.
Kind of like you, Mars. We just don't have
Points.
Well, it's exactly. So when I had to take the wife home yesterday. When I got home, one of the grandkids' car wouldn't start.
Oh, boy.
Wouldn't start. And
Would it crank?
It would crank. And so I got the code reader out, and I started reading the codes and everything, and I could smell
there's
gas.
trouble there.
Well, it's not carbureted. I could smell gas, so it's flooded itself. The computer's doing weird things. I can't fix it. But I told her, I said, I don't have a carburetor. I don't have a distributor that I can work on.
You need to tinker with
it's
it.
too new
Yeah,
for me.
You can't tinker anymore.
I can't hit it with a hammer.
There you go. Or a
No,
bigger
you
hammer.
can do that.
Well, it gets real expensive.
Well, there was a guy. Somebody was hammering on their car at 10 o'clock the first night. Well, that's another story.
Hey,
And you know he broke down?
did he?
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a guy out in the parking lot of the hotel on Thursday evening.
10 o'clock.
What I would say is a sledgehammer doing body work out there at 10 o'clock at night.
In the parking in front of the hotel.
But I really can't say a whole lot, because I remember back in the day with Bill and Sharon Seitz, and we went to a Corvette show up in Oklahoma City, and the buddy that I was rooming with, he decided that he needed to do some paint work, so he kind of taped off the bathroom and did some paint work with the compressor in the bathroom.
In the hotel?
At midnight. Knock, 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 knock. Sir, could you hold it down in there?
They were in the honeymoon suite.
Everybody would be asleep and nobody would hear him.
That's exactly right. Hey, if you'd like to get in touch with us, shoot us an email. The address is info@InWheelTime.com. Back after this quick break.
You own a car you love. Well, why not let Gulf Coast Auto Shield protect it? Houstonian John Gray invites you to his state-of-the-art facility to introduce you to his specialist team of auto enthusiasts. We promise you'll be impressed. Whether you're looking to massage your original paint to a like-new appearance, apply a ceramic coating, install a paint protection film, nano-ceramic window tint, or new windshield protection called ExoShield, Gulf Coast Auto Shield is where Houston's car people go. Curbed your wheels? Instead of buying new, why not have them repaired? How about a professionally installed radar detector? Gulf Coast Auto Shield does that too. Get a peek inside the shop and look at the services offered by getting online and heading to gcautoshield.com. Better yet, stop by their facility at 11275 South Sam Houston Tollway, just south of the Southwest Freeway, and get a personal tour. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your place to go for all things exterior. Call them today, 832-930-5655 or gcautoshield.com. The award-winning InWheelTime Car Talk Show now reaches 5.3 million folks each year. Check us out on InWheelTime.com, the Odyssey Radio app, YouTube, Facebook, and just about every other entertainment source out there, including our live broadcast every Saturday, 10 to noon Central Time. The InWheelTime Car Talk Show has informative automotive guest interviews, new car reviews, along with popular features including Jeff's Car Culture, the latest new cars, cruise-ins, and racing dates. It's InWheelTime.com. Join us.